This boss is giving this kid special treatment again. Extra portions. When will it be our turn?
The film was translated
Take it or
and
leave it.
narrated by M Media.
Ling Shan, your luck with women is unbelievable.
What's so funny? Brother Long is coming to get his car serviced. Get out of here and go eat somewhere else. Don't be an eyesore. Don't offend our valued guest. I'll have you begging on the streets.
Factory owner.
Boss, we're just eating here. We're not bothering anyone, are we?
One more word out of you, and I'll make you leave right now. You reek of sweat. Have some self-awareness. Get lost. Long brother.
Longwood, subordinate of Suotia L.
Young Master Long, your presence in our humble establishment truly brings us honor. Haha, cut the crap. Just get my car serviced. This dump, every second I spend here, diminishes my status. Alright, I'll arrange it right away. Ling Shan, quickly service young Master Long's car.
I haven't finished my meal yet.
What's the meaning of this? You wanna eat, right? Come on. Lick it clean off the floor.
Don't bully people too much.
You little punk, you dare talk back? How brave of you. Believe it or not, I'll trash this place right now. You dare talk back to him? This is young Master Long. 10 lives wouldn't be enough to repay him. Get on your knees and apologize. Young Master Long, this guy has a screw loose. Be the bigger man. Forgive him. Now. Lick my food clean. Then kneel and kowtow to me. And I'll spare you. Otherwise, I'll have this dump of yours trashed, and you'll regret it.
Boss, they're clearly here to cause trouble.
Shut your mouth. Offending young Master Long is your own fault. Kneel down and lick it clean. Don't drag us into this.
I've worked for you for 3 years, and in your eyes I'm this worthless.
Ling Shan, you reap what you sow. Look who you've offended. Let me tell you, I can't protect you. You're on your own. A wise man knows when to yield. Whatever young Master Long says, you do, you bastard. Stop stalling and put on a show for me. So you won't lick it, huh? He won't lick it. You lick it. Master Long, please be magnanimous and spare us, simple commoners. You old geezer. Trying to play the sympathy card with me? Break his legs. Damn. You two mutts. Still dare to offend me. I'll see how tough this punk really is.
Father,
Ha ha ha.
who are you? Why are you hitting my dad?
Well. Your daughter, huh? I like her. I've changed my mind. If your daughter spends a month with me, I'll spare you. Otherwise, I'll break your legs right now.
Apologize.
What did you say? Did I hear you right? You want me to apologize? Believe it or not, I'll kill you. Ah. You scum, you dare hit me? Do you know who my big brother is?
No. And you don't need to.
You ignorant trash. Listen up. My big brother is the famous
The film was translated and
Chu Tianao,
narrated by
young Master
M
Chu of
Media.
Yanjing. Everyone from tycoons and generals to top-tier families wants to curry favor with him. You hit me today. If he finds out, he'll report it directly to the Yan King's palace. Then, you'll cry for help to heaven and earth, but no one will answer. You'll wish you were dead.
Forget Chucha now. Even the Yan King himself would have to kneel before me.
You insolent wretch, how dare you disrespect the Yan King's palace? Such disregard for authority, utterly arrogant. Brothers, cut out this kid's tongue, gouge out his eyes, and teach him some manners.
Anyone who takes one step forward dies.
big brother. Who is this guy?
A lousy mechanic, trying to act tough and scare you. Get him. I'm not paying you for nothing. What are you good for? Resist again, and I'll kill him with one slash. Kneel now, and count out 3 times to me, and I'll spare you. Ling Shan, you beast. You killed me. Kneel down.
Don't get rough here. Otherwise, I'm getting serious.
Empty boasts. Go. Trash the place.
I'm warning you one last time. Don't court death.
Ha ha ha. Ling Shan, you're going to get us killed. Well, even if I burn this place down, what can you do to me? What can you do? If you dare move a muscle?
Stubborn fool. Utterly incorrigible. You're practically begging for death. Since you're causing trouble without reason, insulting morality, ignoring warnings, and repeatedly provoking, then resorting to violence, I will break my vow today and enforce justice for the sake of righteousness.
Who are you? To be able to use the long-lost, true dragon art? This is the forbidden technique of the Flame King's palace. Anyone who misuses it will be punished by the true dragon Flame King. With the ultimate penalty, you'll die a horrible death.
Who I am is not something you're worthy of knowing. Before I lose my temper, get as far away from here as possible.
Humph, how arrogant. Let me tell you, you're doomed. When I report this to the Flame King's palace and Grand Protector Elder Zhao Tianye, you'll be plunged into the 18 levels of hell.
You don't need to tell him.
Ha ha ha.
Ziqianye, I'll give you 3 minutes to appear before me. Otherwise, get out of the Flame King's palace.
Elder Zhao, someone here is using the forbidden technique. Quickly apprehend him.
The 3-year trial in the mortal realm is over. Your subordinate Zhao Tianye bearing the Flame King's decree
Subordinate Zi Tianye brought the Yan Wang order.
respectfully welcomes the Flame Emperor's return.
During these 3 years, I have experienced in the mortal realm the tyranny of the violent, the arrogance of the proud, the slowness of justice, corrupt officials insulting others and contemptuous commoners. It's time to return to the Flame King's palace and set things right again. Ziqianye, your subordinates are stubborn, deceitful, and abusing the name of the Flame King's palace to act tyrannically and do as they please, harming both heaven and earth. Your lack supervision is a crime. Do you admit your guilt?
This subordinate truly does not know. Long Wu, you provoked the Emperor and showed disrespect. That is a capital offense compounded.
I was wrong. I was wrong. I don't know, Your Majesty. Please spare my life.
You mean, if I weren't the Flame King, I'd be bullied at will? Ziqianye is your subordinate. I'll give you a chance. Deal with it yourself.
His Majesty is merciful. Someone. Long Wu, bullying the people, unrepentant. According to the rules, imprison him in the water dungeon for half a month. Punish him with thunder as a warning.
The matter I entrusted to you, how is it progressing?
I have followed Your Majesty's orders to have one Shen group enter Jiangkang. Your wife, Miss Chen Ling Shan, has become the group's primary partner. Currently, the Zhangzhou Chamber of Commerce has taken the initiative to approach us
film was
and offered 30%
translated
of their shares in exchange for the
narrated by
opportunity to
Media.
cooperate with Wan Shen Group.
Today is Ling Shan's birthday. In the name of the group, send a birthday gift.
Yes. I have already sent men to deliver 1 billion order to Miss Chen.
Not bad. With Chen's and Ling Shan's current capabilities, consuming this 1 billion order is their absolute limit. What? Do you have a question?
Your Majesty, I have something I don't understand. Your Majesty is of noble status. You control the pinnacle of Yanjing, while the Chen family is merely at the bottom of the first-class families. 3 years ago, they weren't even considered a third-rate family. How could they be worthy of Your Majesty's favor?
For the past 3 years, Ling Shan and I have lived in harmony, supporting each other. Isn't that enough?
I'm sorry. I misspoke. Please punish me, Your Majesty.
3 years of silence. It's time to rebuild the glory of the Flame King's palace. Relay my command. Summon all the heroes of the world. In 7 days, at Cloud Top Heavenly Palace, hold the coronation ceremony. I want to announce to the world the Flame King, will return to the world.
Yes.
These past 3 years, thank you for your care. If you have any trouble, contact me anytime. Find a top pastry chef. I want to bake a cake myself, for Ling Shan.
Oh my. These past 3 years, I've had a big Buddha squatting beside me. I was truly blind.
Kanglin Group Office.
Miss Shen, this is what you asked me to gather. All the information on Ling Shan. 3 years ago, Ling Shan married into the then insignificant Chan family. Since then, he has been working at the auto repair shop.
Strange these past 3 years, the Chan family has undergone earth-shattering changes. From insignificance, they've leaped to become Jiangqing's new business elite. Interesting.
Miss Shen, you think the Chan family's rise is because of Ling Shan?
I've reviewed the Chan family's file. In the business world, they've always been bottom tier. If it weren't for Ling Shan, I'm afraid the Chan family would still be in the dumps.
Miss Shen, I apologize.
Ling Shan is somewhat intriguing. It's a pity he's burdened by the insignificant Chan family.
Miss Shen, according to the news, tonight is the Chen family daughter's birthday banquet, and Ling Shan has always been considered a disgrace by the Chen family. Tonight's banquet, should we attend?
What we searched high and low for has come to us effortlessly. Immediately bring the investment agreement for the Chan family and visit the Chan family.
Yes.
Everyone, today is my daughter's birthday banquet. It is also my daughter's celebration banquet. This time my daughter
Chen Tianju, father of Ling Shan.
was fortunate enough to receive the favor of the Zhongzhou Chamber of Commerce.
Chen Ling Shan.
It's all thanks to everyone's usual support. I'll drink to you all first. Cheers. Mr. Chun, your daughter is so accomplished at such a young age to be recognized by the Zhongzhou Chamber of Commerce. Her future is limitless. She's sure to become a dragon among phoenixes. She'll lead the family to become the #1 family in Jiangqing.
You're exaggerating. I'm still young and inexperienced. I still need everyone's guidance.
You flatter me. When my Chun family rises to the ranks of the top families, we certainly won't let
The
down
film was
everyone's
translated
support.
and narrated
Come on.
by M Media.
Wife, happy birthday.
Ling Shan, today's a great day for our Chan family. You're a good for nothing. You have the nerve to come here?
This is handmade by me. What are you doing?
Today's attendees are all prominent figures of wealth and status. You bring in such a shabby thing. Are you sincerely trying to humiliate us? Get out! Don't cause trouble here.
I cause trouble? Wife, this is your favorite cake.
The gifts here are nothing less than gold or jade. You bring such a cheap thing. Almost forgot. You and it are same price. Only a poor wretch like you would buy such a gift to try to win my sister's favor.
Fan Huing, mother of Ling Shan.
Gifts aren't about price. It's the thought that counts.
You don't even know him? Chun family's living son-in-law. He's a car mechanic. What? He's the esteemed Chun family's son-in-law. He's actually a car mechanic. You've got to be kidding me. Lin Chun, today's my Chun family's joyous occasion. Who allowed you to attend this banquet?
Father, Ling Shan is my wife. Today's her birthday. I came to celebrate with her. Is there a problem?
Someone like you, from head to toe, exudes the stench of poverty. Humph, you dare to come to such a high-class place? Aren't you afraid of offending the distinguished guests? A vermin like you doesn't deserve to stand here.
Mom, how can you say that? This raggedy gift probably cost him several days' salary. How about I pick it up for you?
Raggedy thing. I've already arranged for a grand gift. The Chen family can rely on this to ascend to the top tier of families.
Mother, did you hear that? Mother, did you hear? This good-for-nothing Lin can elevate our Chen family to the top tier? That's hilarious.
Just you. Sending gifts. Are you a delivery man? Or a courier? Why don't you take a look at yourself? From head to toe, Can you even scrape together 10,000 yuan?
Enough, Ling Shan.
Wife? I didn't mean to cause trouble. I just wanted to surprise you.
Right, you came here on your own and ruined my birthday banquet. I certainly should be surprised.
It's clearly her.
You just had to completely disgrace the Chen family. Before you'll stop, is that it?
Everyone says you're freeloading good for nothing. No ambition. For the past 3 years, I beg you focus on your career. Let me soar to great heights. I don't ask you to protect me. After all, with your abilities, you can't do anything. But now, you just had to embarrass me. Can't even manage the basics of freeloading.
Ling Shan. All these years you thought I was freeloading.
Isn't that true? With my sister's abilities and charm, she's bound to marry into a wealthy family. Otherwise, if it weren't for misery. Still saying you're not holding our family back?
Of course not. The Chen family's achievements these years are all because of me.
Father, mother, did you hear that? This loser said, our Chen family's current fame and fortune are all thanks to the work of a car mechanic. Ling Shan. Wouldn't it be better to be a quiet dog?
Shut up, Ling Shan. Are you trying to anger me to death? A perfectly good celebration, and you have to ruin it like this. Ling Shan, this is the trouble you caused. You deal with it.
Father, I didn't.
Don't call me father. I don't have a good-for-nothing son-in-law like you.
Enough, Ling Shan. I've always let you have your way. Do you have to make things so embarrassing?
In your eyes, am I that lowly? That unbearable?
Isn't that so? How embarrassing. Ling Shan, you don't actually think that after marrying my sister, you're suddenly high society, do you? Let me tell you, the gap between you two is a world of difference. Poverty is etched into your bones. Not convinced? You came to this banquet today, saying our Chen family relies on you. Did you actually start believing it yourself? You're not going to tell me that without you, the Chen family will be doomed?
That's exactly right.
How can you even say such a thing? Ling Shan, these past 3 years, how didn't I notice how thick your skin is?
Get out of here. Otherwise, I'll call security. Big news. That legendary heiress of the Yanjing Shen family is coming to Zhongcheng personally to invest in the Chen family.
Is this true? I heard it too. The Yanjing Shan family thinks very highly
The
of
film
Miss
was
Ling Shan.
translated
It
and
seems
narrated
Miss Ling
by
Shan's status
Media.
is about to skyrocket.
Not only recognized by the Zhongzhou Chamber of Commerce, also valued by the Shen family of Yanjing. There's ample affirmation. This time it seems the Chen family is truly about to become an international top-tier powerhouse, becoming a force to be reckoned with. Mr. Chen, congratulations. Good. Truly a double blessing. Ling Shan, you did well. You haven't let down my expectations of you.
Why aren't you speaking? Ling Shan, why don't you take this opportunity to brag, saying this Yanjing Shen family towards my sisters is all thanks to you.
A grandstanding, jumping clown. How dare he provoke the Shen family, a top-tier aristocratic family like the Shen family, this good for nothing. How could he possibly know?
Everyone, I have a friend working as a senior executive at Wansheng Group. He once revealed to me, Wansheng Group highly values my sister's ability. The current proposed investment intention
To be valued by Wansheng Group. Hot hot.
It seems our Jiangkang is about to give birth to another new super family. Ling Shan, don't forget to give us a leg up then.
Ling Shan, now you know the gap between you and my sister, right? Just be your good-for-nothing live-in son-in-law. If you make my sister happy, our Chen family can still tolerate you.
Regarding the Yanjing Shen family matter, I truly don't know. But Wansheng Group's investment in the Chen family was indeed my order.
Your order? Who do you think you are? You can even order Wansheng Group around?
Wansheng Group. Why would they come to Zhongcheng to invest in an insignificant small family?
Ling Shan, stop making a mess. Put away your laughable self-respect. Even bragging has its limits. If that's the case, let's get a divorce.
Wife, what do you mean?
Your current actions disgust me. Arrogant and conceited. No respect for hierarchy. You truly disappoint me. Wait until the party is over. I will have someone draw up a divorce agreement. Let's get a divorce.
Ling Shan, our feelings these past 3 years, have you forgotten them all?
Our Chan family doesn't allow lowly things. Ling Shan, take this trash on the floor and get out.
Ling Shan, Are you sure you want a divorce?
Ling Shan, you've dragged my daughter down for 3 years. Isn't that enough? My daughter is destined to become a dragon among men. You, a poor boy, simply don't deserve her.
What I just said is all serious. These past 3 years, even if you could have, the slightest bit of improvement, I can endure it. But look at what you're doing.
These past 3 years, I've toiled tirelessly for the Chen family, kept my head down. Are you suggesting my investments in the Wansheng group were a mistake?
You refuse to repent and still argue. Do you know? Just looking at you now makes me sick. My mind is made up. From now on, the Chen family and you are through.
Good. I respect your decision. I hope you won't regret this later.
You leaving the Chun family? We, the Chun family, couldn't be happier. How could we possibly regret it?
Let me tell you, I'm a highly sought after, rising star in the business world, and the Chen family is about to become a top-tier family. And you're nothing but a lowly worker. Wake up. You and we are not from the same world. If it weren't for my sister, kind enough to marry you, no one would want a worthless piece of trash like you.
I'll take him.
The arrival of Miss Shen from the Yongjing Shen family.
CEO Shen, welcome. Apologies for not greeting you sooner. My deepest apologies.
I didn't expect the news to spread so quickly and for CEO Shen to arrive at the scene so soon. It seems the Yongjing Shen family places great importance on this investment in the Chen family.
Of course. Miss Ling Shan is a highly sought-after individual, esteemed and respected. Her influence undeniable. She is hailed by many as a prodigious talent. With a boundless future, even the Yongjing Shen family cannot afford to neglect her.
CEO Shen, your visit here is about the investment, correct? You're too kind. For such a small matter, it wasn't necessary for you to come personally.
I came to Jiangqing specifically to invest in the Chen family. However, my investment in the Chen family is entirely due to Mr. Ling Shan. I overheard everything you said. Since you've disrespected Mr. Ling Shan, the original investment plan is naturally cancelled.
CEO Shen, if we have done anything wrong, please let us know. We will certainly correct it, but there's no need to use his name to humiliate the Chen family.
I don't think you understand the situation. Using Mr. Ling Shan to humiliate the Chen family, you're not worthy. Everything I've said is simply
The film was
stating the facts.
translated
What do you mean?
and
Ling Shan
narrated
is
by
nothing but a
M
good for
Media.
nothing stray dog. Could it be? Or is it some supreme being you don't appreciate?
Impudent! How dare you disrespect Mr. Ling Shan? Are you tired of living? Someone. I, Shen Shihan, on behalf of the Yongjing Shen family, am willing to present the black card and the Hanjing courtyard to Mr. Ling Shan without any conditions in order to seek Mr. Ling Shan's representation of my Kanglin group as executive president.
What? The Black Obsidian gold card? This is only for the nation's wealthiest, worth tens of billions. A status symbol only top tycoons can possess.
And the Hanjing courtyard? That's Yanjing's one and only top-tier luxury residence. It's associated with top families and influential figures. Why give it to a good-for-nothing for no reason?
Ling Shan is nothing but a boastful waste. Why does he deserve these? CEO, I think there must be some misunderstanding. I know Ling Shan very well. Usually, he's lazy and indolent. He has no ambition. Calling him trash is an overstatement. There's no need for such courtesy. Someone as lowly as him, an ant-like person, how can he bear the responsibility of being the executive president of the entire Kanglin group?
So in your heart, I've always been this way.
I scoff. My sister has already been lenient enough. You're just a lousy mechanic. If it weren't for your connection with my sister, how could you be qualified to attend our high society banquet? Look at this poverty-stricken aura. Absolutely disgusting.
Are you blind? You don't recognize a treasure. No wonder. The Chan family for so many years has only lingered among second-rate families in Jiangqing because of you all.
What you said. Ling Shan is now favored by the Zhongzhou Chamber of Commerce and the Wansheng Group. As long as we reach an agreement with the Wansheng Group, reaching the top is only a matter of time. Given time, the Chun family will become a top clan.
Like the midday sun. Exactly. My sister is exceptionally capable, both beautiful and talented, and she has earned the recognition of the Wansheng Group. Soaring to great heights is just a matter of time. But CEO Shen, are you really going to publicly challenge our Chen family for this waste? Could it be You've lost your mind?
I think the one who lost their mind is the Chen family, but your Chen family. If you want revenge for this, you're welcome to try. Shen Shihan will see it through to the end.
CEO Shen, such arrogant. Are you here to invest? Or to cause trouble? Let me tell you, even without the Yanjing Shen family's investment, we have the backing of Wansheng Group.
A small fry like Wanqing Group, making you this blindly arrogant. Furthermore, for Wanqing Group, they themselves barely qualify as a top-tier powerhouse, but your Chen family, in their eyes, are nothing but insignificant insects. What qualifications do you have to discuss cooperation with them? Stepping back, even if Wanqing Group fully supported your Chen family, wanting to join the ranks of top-tier families is a pipe dream. Dream on.
You. Ling Shan, at least we supported you for 3 years. Like you. Is this how you repay us? You truly are an ungrateful wretch.
Exactly, Ling Shan. I'm asking why. You're so stubborn today. So it turns out, you have someone backing you up. You must have already been hooking up with her, scheming together. If not, why would she helping you for no reason and humiliate our family? Ling Shan, is what she said true? I didn't expect you to be like this. Ulterior motives, a traitor. I'm so disappointed in you.
Ling Shan. Just because of Ling Huan's one-sided story, you're going to deny everything. That's been done these past 3 years. What kind of person I am? Shouldn't you know best?
Still being stubborn? So vile and unbearable. Is admitting my own mistake really wrong? Difficult, is it?
You can't tell right from wrong. Then tell me, what did I do wrong? And what should I admit to?
Then our Chan family's current, precarious, difficult situation. Who caused it?
Enough. Such a small matter. Turning into this mess. How embarrassing. CEO Shen, I apologize for making you see this. If you just want to take Ling Shan away, then you could have just said so. He's nothing but an insignificant nobody. We won't stop you. But regarding the investment, CEO Shen, please reconsider carefully. After all, our Ling Shan is also favored by the Zhongzhou Chamber of Commerce and Wansheng Group. Highly rated, reaching a cooperation for both of us would be the best outcome.
Dad, you don't have to beg her.
He's a sly old fox indeed. But since that's the case, about the investment,
The film
perhaps
was
there's still room
translated
to maneuver.
and narrated by M. Media.
Thank you, Miss Shen. Think it over. I'm right here. Thanks in advance.
Don't be so hasty. I just said there's still leeway. But how do we create this leeway? That's up to the group's newly appointed CEO, Mr. Lin Chin, to decide.
Miss Shen, you're letting the short-sighted, narrow-minded, low-life be the CEO.
Absolutely. What do you think, Mr. Lin Chin?
Lin Chun, after 3 years, how can you say that? It was our Chun family who showed you kindness, right? We stood by you for 3 years. It can be considered as our utmost loyalty and devotion to you. Now, it's time for you to repay the Chun family.
Exactly. You know, how our Chan family has spent these past 3 years. How we've gotten by and had to support you this good for nothing. Eating the Chan family's food, drinking the Chan family's drinks, living in the Chan family's house. If it weren't for our Ling Shan, the kind, do you think the Chan family would have kept you around until today?
What did you just say? I relied on the Chen family for the past 3 years. That's utterly shameless. You're twisting the facts. For the past 3 years at the Chen families, all my expenses were earned through my own hard work. I haven't spent a single cent of the Chen family's money. Furthermore, I told, for 3 years, how could the Chen family be so prosperous today if it weren't for me?
Here we go again. Lin, you're so arrogant. Do you think we're idiots? You're just a little punk. Talking big? Fine. I'd like to hear how the Chen family wouldn't survive without you.
For the past 3 years, the Chen has every crisis, big or small. If it weren't for me saving the day, the Chen family would have been bankrupt and ruined by now.
Insolent. You good for nothing. Still spouting nonsense. Beat him up. Throw him out.
Father. All right, Lin Shan. This time it was your fault to begin with. Now's a chance to make up. Stop being stubborn. As long as you can secure funding for our Chen family. From now on, you and our Chen family will be even with no further ties. Compensate.
So you also think that for the past 3 years, I've been indebted to the Chen family?
Right, a good-for-nothing like you. You useless bum. If it weren't for our Chen family, supported you, how could you even stand here? For the past 3 years, you've been utterly worthless to the Shen family. The Chen family has supported you for 3 years. Don't you have even a shred of...
Though you all believe The Chen family's current success has nothing to do with me. It's me who owes the Chen family. Fine, when Shun Group's 1 billion investment, along with my gifts to the Chen family, all the glory I will take back. From now on, the Chen family and I will have nothing to do with each other anymore. Our ties are severed.
It's truly regrettable that your Chen family is destined to perish in Jiangqing. However, you blind fools have offended a true dragon. A dragon has its reverse scales. Touch them and you die. Your Chen family's reign should end now.
You.
Ungrateful. Backstabbing white-eyed wolves. What sins has the Chan family committed to attract such a jinx?
I knew this waste of space was trouble from the start. We should have kicked him out and left him to fend for himself.
What's the point of saying this now? Today is Ling Shan's. This good-for-nothing's causing trouble. The Shen family's investment in us is probably hopeless now.
Father, don't worry. A mere Yanjing Shen family is inconsequential as long as Wan Shen Group's 1 billion order is still in our Chen family's hands. Our rise to the top, our glorious reputation at the peak, is only a matter of time.
Ling Wan, how can you be so sure that Wan Shen Group will definitely give us a 1 billion order?
Of course. I have a friend who's a senior executive at Wan Shen Group. He's the one who told me about this 1 billion order.
That's wonderful. Ling Wan, you need to quickly inquire about this 1 billion order and when exactly it will be finalized.
Mother, please calm down. Business negotiations take time. Tell you what, I'll book a restaurant and I'll invite that friend out. Sis, you go and talk to him then.
Okay, you must secure Wan Shen Group's 1 billion order. The future of our Chen family and Wan Shen's glory depends entirely on you.
Don't worry. As long as my sister steps in, a mere $1 billion order will be secured immediately. Ling Shan never expected you would disregard years of affection. Consider me blind. Just wait until I secure the Gisheng Group's
The
order
film was translated
and ascend to the
and
top-tier families,
narrated by
becoming the
M.
prodigy everyone admires. I will make you pay a heavy.
3 years of mutual support and genuine affection. It was me who was mistaken after all. So be it. Since worldly matters are settled, I should also retreat from the mortal world and rebuild the Yan King Palace.
Mr. Ling Shan.
Miss Shen, thank you for your assistance just now.
Miss Shan Shihan, it's a pleasure to meet you. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Miss Shen, we haven't met before, have we?
You may not know me, but I know you, because you are my fiancé.
What? Fiance? Oh my god, that old geezer, my master, actually arranged a marriage for me without my knowledge. Miss Shen, in today's society, we advocate for freedom of marriage. If you're here to break off the engagement, I have no objections. Fortunately, my public identity is just a wastrel expelled from my family. Otherwise, if she doesn't break off the engagement, it would truly be disobeying my master's orders.
Who says I'm here to break off the engagement?
Oh?
What I said at the banquet earlier, although driven by protective feelings, was sincere. If you're willing, the position of CEO of Kanglin Group will always be reserved for you.
Huh? I thought.
Of course, I have great confidence in your abilities, and I do need your help. You don't have to rush to answer me. You can carefully consider what we discussed. I'll be staying in Jiangqing for 7 days. When you've made up your mind, you can come find me anytime. Of course, regardless of your decision, I will honor our engagement. Farewell.
CEO Shen, is this Ling Shan truly reliable?
He's the one chosen by grandfather. If even he isn't reliable, who can I rely on?
But
No buts. From now on, my second uncle won't miss any chance to suppress me. I need a strong and reliable ally. I must plan ahead.
CEO Shen, this car seems to be coming for us.
Chu Tianao, the eldest young master of the Chu family.
Chu Tianao, how could it be you?
Shihan, sooner or later you will be. My woman Chu Tianao, wouldn't it have been better to marry me sooner? Why struggle so stubbornly? Oh, or rather, do you think relying on that homeless dog who was kicked out of his family can turn the tables?
What do you mean, Chu Jianao? You investigated and followed me, you despicable shameless villain.
Follow you? I, a dignified member of the Yanjing Chu family, the future heir, would never do something like stalking. Who was it that sent you to marry me in the first place?
Second uncle.
For no reason at all. You run off to Jiangkang and invest in the small Chen family. Such unusual behavior. Do you really think I wouldn't notice? But what I truly didn't expect was that the person you're desperately clinging to and treating as your last resort is actually a useless car mechanic. Shen Shihan, I truly can't understand you. Is there something wrong with your head?
Chu Jianao, what are you trying to do?
What am I trying to do? Don't you like to play games? I'll play with you. Oh, I suddenly remembered something. Now, of the 4 great families of Yanjing, besides your Shen family, the remaining 3 families have already joined forces, and they acknowledge me as their leader. They treat me as their honored guest. Think about it carefully. Shen Shihan, what do you have to fight me with? I'm really looking forward to it. Such a proud Miss Shen, kneeling down on the bed, begging me humbly for forgiveness. What a sight that would be. That face. I'm really looking forward to it. Ha ha ha.
CEO Shen, it's bad. The 3 major corporations, led by the Chu family, are suddenly applying pressure. Projects within the corporation have been halted. The shortfall in working capital is up to billions. What are we going to do now?
They couldn't wait, could they? That old fox, my second uncle, is really impatient. It seems he's put in quite a bit of effort.
CEO Shen, what are we going to do now?
Chu Jianao underestimated Ling Shan, and he underestimated me too. I was able to, without relying on family influence, build from nothing and create the Kanglin Corporation, standing alongside the other 3 great families. In Yanjing, my financial standing is strong. Naturally, I'm not a pushover. I won't be so easily defeated.
Your Majesty, this is all the relevant information on the Yanjing Shen family and Miss Shen Shihang.
The Yanjing Shen family, they had a debt of gratitude to my master years ago. That's why this marriage contract was drawn up. In terms of both reason and emotion, I should honor it.
Yes, according to the investigation, Miss Shen Shihan hasn't relied on any family power, building her fortune from scratch, establishing the Kanglin Group. Her abilities and methods are truly remarkable. If your secret support back then was Miss Shen, then I believe that now, the 4 great families of Yanjing would likely hold Miss Shen in the highest regard.
Indeed. Compared to that, good-for-nothing Chen family, Shen Xian's abilities are indeed 100 times stronger.
There's also the Chu family of Yanjing. Years ago, relying on their connection with former members of the Yan King Palace, they rapidly expanded and have now become the head of the 4 great families of Yanjing. And Chu Tianao, the heir of the Chu family, seems to have improper intentions towards Miss Shen. He colluded with the other 3 great families to pressure Miss Shen.
Unexpectedly, the Yan King Palace, dormant for so many years, is being used as a shield by this group of scum. Now they dare to lay their hands on my fiancé. They're courting death. Send out the order. Take back all the honors previously granted to the Chen family. Immediately cancel the 10 billion investment in the Chen family. Arrange a public bidding meeting in 3 days. Invite all the top powers in Wagwo to participate. At that time, I will release the news of the Yan King Palace's participation. I want to see how many of these scum dare to exploit the Yan King Palace's name to act so arrogantly.
One more thing, Gong Yanking, Zhongzhou Chamber President, learned of your presence in Jiangkang and has specially prepared a banquet at the Jiangding Grand Hotel with imperial arrangements, earnestly requesting to see the Emperor. Your Majesty, would you like to grace them with your presence?
Yes, then the matter of the bidding meeting can be entrusted to him. Let the Zhongzhou Chamber of Commerce host it. I'm sure those scum will become even more brazen.
This way, we can catch them all in one swoop. As expected of the Emperor, I'll go and make the arrangements right away.
Jiangding Grand.
Young Master Su. Excuse me. I'm going to the restroom.
What's going on? Your sister can really hold her liquor. She's not drunk yet.
Oh, young Master Su, don't be so impatient. Pour this into her glass. In less than 3 minutes, the drug will take effect.
What is this good stuff?
A treasure for lovemaking. With this, tonight my sister will be yours. Ling Shan, why are you causing trouble again? Let go immediately.
I'm here to cause a scene. Shouldn't you be the one answering that question? Your sister has doted on you since you were little. Do you want to harm her this much?
You're slandering me. I only want to help my sister. How could I possibly harm her?
Ling Shan, I advise you to let go quickly, otherwise I won't be polite.
Ling Shan. How noble is young Master Su? Get your filthy hands off me. Young Master Su, are you alright?
I'm fine.
Ling Shan. Why did you attack young Master Su? If young Master Su gets hurt, 10 of your lives won't be enough to compensate.
Of course I did it because of you. Forget it. You won't believe anything I say. Why don't you ask your dear sister? What were they doing just now?
What could I have done? It's clearly this Ling guy. Seeing us getting along so well with young Master Su. Harbored jealousy. Warned young Master Su to stay away from you. He threatened young Master Su. Don't cooperate with our Chen family. Young Master Zu's heart is set on you. Seeing his threats were ineffective, he rushed up and attacked. Ling Shan. Are you even human? How could you do such a thing?
Is everything I do wrong? Chen Lingshuan is clearly twisting the truth, conflating right and wrong. You'd rather believe her nonsense. Then trust me even once, is that it?
Talk nonsense. Did you not attack young Master Su? Isn't that a fact? You've truly disappointed me.
So no matter what I say, you won't believe me. You'll only believe what you want to believe.
Stop making excuses. We're already divorced. The Chen family has nothing to do with you anymore. Me. We'll never have anything to do with you again. Some low-class people, no matter how much time passes, can't change their lowly nature. Even if they latch onto the Yanjing Shen family, they can't get rid of the stench on them.
Your Majesty, the Jiangking Chen family is so rebellious and disrespectful to you, it's truly despicable. With just one order from you, your subordinate will deal with them immediately.
No need. Even if I misjudged her in the past, she and I are even now. Don't mention it again.
With such morals, it's no wonder the Jiangking Chen family can't become a top-tier family. These past few years, although they've had the true dragon support, they are blind to their own fortune. Let them suffer the consequences.
How is the Kanglin group?
The Yanjing Chu family has united with several other families to boycott the Kanglin group. Although Miss Shen is exceptionally capable, she can barely hold on. In the long run, the Shen family will eventually be replaced.
I said I'd protect the Shen family. How dare you threaten her? You're messing with me. Let's go. Let's see which lowlifes dare to defy me.
Ling Wan, is a 10 billion order that young Master Su promised us really ours?
Of course. Father, young Master Su is a senior executive of the Wanshan Group. His word is his bond. A promise is a promise. How could it be fake? I have an appointment with young Master Su today. Calculating the time. He should be arriving soon. You can ask him yourself then.
I'm very good. You're indeed my precious daughter.
Something's happened, Father. All our partners have unilaterally announced that they're terminating their contracts with the Chen family.
What did you say?
Just now, several partners called one after another, saying they want to terminate their contracts with the Chen family, leaving no room for negotiation. Our Chen family. This time we're finished.
How could this happen? Hello, Mr. Zong. It's me, old Chan now. This? Mr. Fang might be busy. I'll call again and ask Mr. Li. Hello, Mr. Li. It's me, old Chan. My daughter just said. Hi.
Old Chen, our cooperation ends here. Don't call me again.
This is... It's over. The Chun family this time. It's really over.
To quickly seize market share, we put all our assets into this. If the cooperation is really cancelled, then our Chen family, about to face utter ruin.
What can we do?
Father, don't worry. Don't forget, we have Su Xiao's 1 billion order.
Right. Exactly. As long as we can secure this 1 billion order, our Chun family can be revived. Then, I will make those ungrateful wretches pay the price.
Zhu Xiao's arrival.
Good. Our Chun family's salvation. We're saved.
Greetings, Uncle Chen. It's my first time visiting, so I brought a small gift. Please forgive any shortcomings.
Su Shao, you graced us with your presence. It truly
The
honors
film
our
was
humble abode.
translated
Indeed,
and
Su Shao.
narrated by M.
Your
Media.
presence here is an honor for the Chun family. Please have a seat.
You flatter me, Uncle and Aunt. Before you two, I am but a junior.
Su Shao, you're not only dashing, but also so humble. Ha ha ha. If our Ling Shan could marry Su Shao, oh, then I would be at ease.
Mother, what are you saying? Su Shao, please excuse my mother. She's made you laugh.
It's all right.
Why don't we discuss the previously agreed upon 1 billion order?
Yes, precisely. I'm here today for this 1 billion order. The corporation has scheduled a bidding meeting. They've already made a decision, and it's difficult for me to intervene. So regarding the 1 billion order, we might have to wait a little longer. Is the Chen family facing difficulties?
If we can't raise sufficient funds within a week, the Chen family will likely face bankruptcy.
I see. 1 week should be enough. In a few days, the backing power of Wansheng Group, Emperor Yan Wang Dian, will hold a coronation ceremony. I'll take Ling Shan with me. With Ling Shan's exceptional talent, she will surely gain the Emperor's favor. Then the 1 billion order will be in the bag.
Really? That's wonderful. The Chun family is finally saved.
To gain favor at Emperor Yan Wang's coronation ceremony would be a great honor for our family. It's a matter of immense pride.
Young Master Su, Ling Shan is eternally grateful.
Ling Shan, my heart belongs to you. This 1 billion order, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't offer it so readily. It's getting late. I won't disturb you all any longer. See you tomorrow, Ling Shan.
Ling Shan,
Su Shao, see you tomorrow.
Family over there are the heirs of the 4 great families of Modu, the 4 young masters of Modu. Their strength is also not to be underestimated. Moda's outstanding talents have all been recruited by them. If Chu Tianao were the only competitor, Kanglin Group might still have room to maneuver. But if you add the Jiang and Liu families of Yanjing and the 4 great families of Modu, even I am afraid I can't do anything.
Don't worry. No matter who challenges you tonight, this order will belong to Kanglin.
You believe I have such great power?
They're here. Shihan. Yo! Isn't this the useless live-in son-in-law? You two standing together are truly a perfect match. Shihan, being pressured by the 3 great families, doesn't feel good, does it? Kanglin Group is now riddled with holes. In imminent danger. As long as you're willing to apologize to me, I can let you off the hook. Otherwise, you and your Kanglin Group will be doomed.
Why should young Master Chu worry about such trivial matters? You should take care of yourself first. My Kanglin Group's affairs are none
The
of
film
young
was
Master Chu's
translated
concern.
and
Don't tell me you're
narrated
trying
by
to.
M. Media.
Win the order at today's bidding meeting. Haha. How presumptuous. Tonight's bidding meeting, with a total of 1 billion in orders, will all belong to my Yanjing Chu family. You and your Kanglin Group won't get a single cent. If you delude yourself into thinking you can snag a bargain and cling to life at today's bidding conference, I advise you to drop that notion immediately.
Shihan, why bother with this? We'll be family sooner or later. Just lower your head to young Master Chu, apologize and be done with it. Why make things so difficult for yourself? Exactly. Shihan, we all know you and your Kanglin Group have pinned all your hopes on tonight's bidding conference. Too bad. Young Master Chu is determined to win tonight. I suggest you apologize to him quickly and admit your mistake.
That's not necessarily true. The 4 young masters of Modu and many other influential figures are present. If a real competition arises, we might have the power to contend.
Humph. 4 young masters of Modu.
Young Master Chu, you called for us? Is there something you need?
How could this be?
Let me tell you the truth. These influential figures you rely on have already signed cooperation agreements with the Chu family. And those who refused us have been sanctioned by the 3 great families. They simply can't spare the resources to participate in the bidding conference. In other words, tonight's bidding conference is filled with my people. Shen Shihan, what will you use to fight me?
Shihan, you've played enough. Quickly apologize to young Master Chu. After all, we are both among the 4 great families of Yanjing. It wouldn't look good if we fought to the death, would it? Exactly. Besides, you and young Master Chu are engaged. Why bother?
Enough, Chu Jian now. I'll explain one last time. The engagement was decided by my second uncle. Privately, it has nothing to do with me. I, Shen Shihan, have one and only one fiancé. And that is Mr. Ling Shan.
You're rejecting me. For such a good-for-nothing, Shen Shihan, tonight I will show you the consequences of defying me.
Such arrogance. Anyone who didn't know better would think all of China was in Mr. Chu's hands.
Moreover, the bidding conference hasn't started yet. Who will win tonight is still unknown.
What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. Can't you understand, young Master Chu?
You want to fight my Chu family? On the grounds of your near-bankrupt Kangling group? Or on the grounds of this good-for-nothing live-in son-in-law who was kicked out? You people! Every single one of you is low-life trash. You don't even know your own place.
Ha ha ha.
That's right. Tonight, the Shen family will absolutely rise again. Just by me being here.
Ha ha ha.
You're absolutely right. This bidding conference tonight. A total of 1 billion in orders. The ultimate recipient is only one. And that's the Kangling group.
Where's this rabid dog barking at the sun coming from? Just you, a good-for-nothing live-in son-in-law, also qualified to challenge us?
Just stating the facts. Why can't it be said? Are you few feeling guilty?
So according to what you're saying, the 3 of our families joining forces means we'll return empty-handed. Then what's the point of this bidding conference?
Exactly. This bidding conference does have other purposes.
Shihan, I know you're doing this to spite me, but you can't find such a lowly good to provoke me, right? Reject wolf. You can't find such a worthless dog, right? And you recognize your own place. This kind of place isn't for trash like you. So get out of here now.
Yes, this is a bidding conference held by the Wanshan Group. Participants are all business tycoons worth over 5 billion. Business giants. We are worlds apart from you. This is the status brought by power and money. Like you had kicked out good-for-nothing live-in son-in-law. What qualifications do you have to participate? Exactly. What's going on with security here? They actually let a kicked out good-for-nothing live-in son-in-law in here. Get out of here now.
I'm warning you one last time. Don't provoke me. Otherwise, you'll bear the consequences.
That's right. When this bidding conference was being planned, it was indeed mentioned to primarily establish a 5 billion net worth threshold, but the purpose wasn't to let you divide people into classes and discriminate against them.
Since you know the rules here, what are you waiting for? Get out now. Putting on airs, as if this bidding conference was organized by trash like you. How unlucky.
You're absolutely right. This bidding conference was indeed organized by me.
Haha, who doesn't know? This bidding conference was personally ordered by the Flame King Emperor John. Why don't you just say you're the Flame King Emperor John?
You're right. I'm the Flame King Emperor Jun.
Impudent, just you, a good-for-nothing abandoned son-in-law, dare to impersonate the Emperor. I see you don't want to live anymore.
All right. I don't care what benefits Shihan gave you. To make you cause trouble, I'll give you one last chance. Before I lose my temper. Get out of here now. Otherwise, don't blame me for being unkind.
Then I'll give you one last answer. Get out. You're not worthy.
Someone throw him out.
How dare you lay a hand on the Flame King Emperor? Do you have a death wish?
Delusional, and you dare call yourself the Emperor? Break his legs first. Then throw him out. Do it.
Stop.
President Gong, you're just in time. Get this loser out of here now. He's causing a scene. Don't let this tarnish our reputations. Right?
Absolutely. President Gong, this bidding conference was entrusted to your Zhangzhou Chamber of Commerce by the Wanshan Group. That's a sign of their trust. But if you let some loser live-in son-in-law ruin the bidding conference and anger Wanshan Group, you won't be able to handle the consequences. Yeah, repairman managed to sneak in. Your Zhangzhou Chamber of Commerce is a disgrace.
No, President Gong. Mr. Lin is my fiancé. He's here with me representing the Kangling Group. He is certainly qualified to participate.
This waste of space was just spouting nonsense. He even impersonated the Emperor. What about that?
Impersonating the Emperor in public is an act of treason. What's the punishment for that? Surely, President Gong, you know.
Since ancient times there's been a social hierarchy. Impersonating the emperor in public, 80 lashes and expulsion from Huaguo. Zhongzhou Chamber of Commerce. Gong yanking bows before the emperor.
What? You're the emperor? Impossible. Absolutely impossible. He's an outcast. How could he be the emperor?
President Gong, you say this kid is the emperor. He is the emperor. Proof. Mr. Lin's identity needs no proving to the likes of you. Ha ha ha. Bluff. If this kid were really the emperor, would he tolerate our insults? Our humiliation and slander? He's clearly an imposter. Pulling rank he doesn't have. The emperor is noble. A pauper like him? How could he be the emperor? Hey insolent.
You're the insolent one. Oh? President Gong, you've got some nerve. No wonder when I invited you to collaborate, you kept refusing. You were already planning to pocket Wanshan Group's billion-dollar order. Weren't you? Right?
What? Pocket it? Young Master Chu, what do you mean?
Bites off more than he can chew. Right? But they are all China's top social elites. This Zhongzhou Chamber of Commerce. How could it possibly be under our noses? Take away $1 billion order for no reason? That would be like an ant trying to shake a giant tree. So President Gong got clever. Found this good-for-nothing Ling Shan wanting to try to pocket this order. Everyone don't be fooled by him. Otherwise, how could Ling Shan not produce evidence to prove his identity?
Since you want to confirm my identity so much. Okay. Then I'll satisfy you. Ziqianye. Within 5 minutes, get everyone present today. All the families colluding with the Chu family. Cleared out for me. And also remove the Yanjing Chu family from the 4 great families of Yanjing for me.
What is he saying? With one phone call, you want to remove my Chu family from the 4 great families of Yanjing?
Your tricks have been seen through by young Master Chu. Stop acting with your shoddy acting skills. You can only fool children.
Whether it's true or false, we'll find out within 5 minutes.
You're a tough one. You're still deceiving the world at this point. I see you're not going to shed tears until you see the coffin. Since you want to wait, then we'll wait with you. If nothing happens in 5 minutes, you know what the consequences will be. 5 minutes.
5 minutes? You really are a country bumpkin who hasn't seen the world. You think my Chu family is some insignificant small family? You think in 5 minutes you can shake the century-old foundation of my Chu family? How laughable. Even if the emperor came, if he wanted to suppress my Chu family, he would still need to put in some effort. Let alone a fake like you, if you're just trying to stall for 5 minutes. Then I advise you to tuck your tail between your legs and get out of here now. Otherwise, I'm afraid you won't see the sun tomorrow.
Impudent.
The truly impudent one is you. You think that because Wanshan Group handed this bidding meeting over to you to host, you can now throw your weight around? You think you've reached a deep cooperation with Wanshan Group, don't you? A mere president of the Zhongzhou Chamber of Commerce. An ant-like existence. You dare to accuse me?
That's right, Gong. We only call you president out of respect for Wanshan Group. We call you President Gong out of respect for Wanshan Group. You don't really think your measly Zhongzhou Chamber of Commerce is qualified to be mentioned in the same breath as our 4 great families of Yanjing, do you? Gong Yanking, what are you? You actually want to try to pocket Wanshan Group's billion-dollar order in front of us? Utterly presumptuous. Wait for the coronation ceremony in a few days. We await an audience with His Majesty. I will inform His Majesty of your despicable actions.
When His Majesty learns of this matter, he will surely punish you severely. Your Zhongzhou Chamber of Commerce, though not exactly social elites, are at least a piece of meat. Haha, my Chu family will gladly accept.
I'm afraid your Chu family won't last until tomorrow. All family businesses have been shut down. How could this happen?
What are you yelling about? Yelling so loudly.
Young Master Chu, this is bad. Something big has happened. Just received news. Our Liu family's businesses have all been shut down. All funds have been frozen. We're nearly bankrupt. Young Master Chu, you must save our Liu family.
How is this possible?
In just a few minutes, everything has been cut in half.
What? What is going on?
Young Master Chu, all our Zhang family's funds have been frozen. Our Zhang and Liu families have been expelled from the 4 great families of Yanjing. Young Master Chu, you must save us. We have been loyal to you.
Impossible, don't panic yet. This is impossible. This is absolutely impossible. You're two distinguished families. Who in this world would dare to do this to you? Impossible. How is this possible? All of the Chu family's funds have been frozen. This is absolutely impossible.
Young Master Chu who has such power? To take action against our families.
Our Chu family is in dire straits now. Investigate. Investigate everything. Find out who the mastermind is.
Quickly investigate who could bankrupt our families. Or face our mutual destruction. Young Master Chu, we found it. Look, it's Zhao Tianye of the Wan Group. Zhao Tianye has publicly blacklisted our 3 families. The Wan Group represents Emperor Yan Wang. Could he really be the Emperor?
Damn it, how could this be? The Wan Group suddenly suppressed our 3 families. Could it be that this good-for-nothing Ling Shan is really the Emperor?
Young Master Chu, you just received a call. Your Chu family is really bankrupt. Oh, then my luck is really good. I really encountered a blind cat catching a dead mouse. It seems that today, there really is a godsend. Bless your Shen family.
Impossible. There must be some mistake. This is absolutely impossible. He must be lucky. Just happened to run into it. Everyone present. Don't worry, everyone knows that Lin Shan was just kicked out by the Jiankang Chen family. A useless unwanted live-in son-in-law. A lowly cur dares to impersonate the emperor.
Impudent Chu Tianao, you're still talking tough on your deathbed? Young Master Chu, how should we protect ourselves now?
Don't worry. Rest assured, there must be some mistake. I have Wansheng Group. Zhao Tianye's contact information. I'll contact him immediately. As long as we clear up the misunderstanding, the funds will be unfrozen, and everything can go back to normal.
While the situation is chaotic, let's leave this place of trouble first. If we wait for Chu Tian now to recover, we might not be able to leave.
Don't worry, this play has just begun.
Mr. Zhao, sorry to bother you. I am Chu Tianao of the Yanjing Chu family. I just heard rumors that you just put pressure on our 3 families. This matter.
It's true. So, do you have a problem with that?
Why is that?
Chu Tianao, you've gone too far recently. Shouldn't you tell me this in person? Mr. Zhao of Wansheng Group has arrived.
Mr. Zhao.
Mr. Zhao, you must uphold justice for us. Our 3 families have always been law-abiding and have never done anything out of line.
The
But
film was
Wansheng Group
translated
suppressed
and
us for no reason,
narrated by
even
media.
causing our families to be ruined. Yes, Mr. Zhao, you must uphold justice for us. You 3 families know very well what you have done.
In my opinion, there must be a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding?
Yes, it must be a misunderstanding. Our 3 families have always acted in accordance with the rules and regulations, always following the rules. Only this, Zhangzhou Chamber of Commerce's Gong Yanking, he relying on his good relationship with Wansheng Group, being favored, is audacious enough. Audacious. To dare to privately swallow this 1 billion order alone. To achieve his goal, he even found this little cutie Lin Shan to impersonate the emperor.
Impudent. Chu Tianao. Do you know who you are talking to?
Mr. Zhao, what are you doing?
Greetings, Your Majesty. I'm late. Please punish me, Your Majesty.
The dignified emperor is actually this little cutie?
You. Are you really the emperor?
Now, do you have anything else to say?
How could this be? He was clearly kicked out. The little bastard live-in son-in-law. How could he be the emperor? Yes, we humiliated him like that back then, committing a heinous crime. Now, it's all over.
Impossible. This is absolutely impossible. This little bastard. How could he be the emperor?
Audacious. Just now your ignorance was excusable, but now the emperor's identity is clear. You still dare disrespect him? Someone. Seize them. Your Majesty. Mercy. We were all forced by Chu Tianao. That scoundrel. Your Majesty. Spare our lives. We were all coerced by him. He controls the commercial lifelines of our for great families. We dared not disobey him.
They're abandoning me so quickly. Well, a falling wall gathers many pushers.
We have long suffered under the Chu family's tyranny. We implore your majesty to preside over this matter and severely punish the Chu family. Restore peace to the Huaguo Chamber of Commerce. Please, your majesty, spare us. Just forgive us this once.
So according to what you're saying, all of your actions were at the behest of Chu Tianao, is that right?
Yes, that's right. Chu Tianao forced us.
Liu Chunsheng, you betrayer.
Documents.
You dare lie before his majesty? You have some nerve.
This is the evidence of your transgressions. Every single one of you, instead of conducting business properly, chose to follow Chu Tianao and act with impunity. You even dare speak of power and status? Your crimes are unforgivable.
Your Majesty, I was momentarily confused. I know I was wrong. Your Majesty, please spare me this once. I won't dare do it again.
Realizing your mistake now is too late. Hear my decree.
Yes.
Acted with impunity, committing every imaginable evil. They stopped at nothing. I hereby order the confiscation of all Chu family assets. Chu Now shall be escorted to the Wagwo Supreme Court for public execution at a later date.
Wait! I am the head of the Chu family. Anyone who dares touch me is making an enemy of the Chu family.
The Yanjing, Zhang family, and Liu family, as members of the four great families of Yanjing, acted with impunity, imposing exorbitant taxes and harming countless people. I hereby order the confiscation of all Zhang and Liu family assets. Furthermore, Liu Chunxing and Zhang Yunshan shall be escorted to the Wagwo Supreme Court for public execution at a later date.
Your Majesty, spare me. I know I was wrong. Your Majesty, have mercy.
As for the four young masters of Modu, considering the lesser severity of your offenses, I will issue a lighter sentence. You are given 3 days to liquidate your assets and transfer them to Kanglin Group. If you refuse, you will be executed without mercy.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Rest assured, Your Majesty, we will certainly obey.
This farce today, every single person present is implicated. As for you all, being manipulated, becoming someone's pawn. However, considering you haven't caused any major blunders, I will spare you this time. If there's a next time, I will not be lenient.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Alright, this bidding conference today, let's end it here. Have someone deliver this 1 billion order to Kanglin Group. Everyone present. Any objections?
By Your Majesty's decree, no objections.
How is it? The Shen family's crisis has been resolved. And also, Kanglin Group's crisis has also been resolved. I told you. Today, there's help from a benefactor.
Farewell, Your Majesty.
Are you referring to the incident some time ago where the Chu family of Yanjing joined forces with 3 other families to eliminate their rivals? This matter was resolved by you.
What? So it was the Chu family of Yanjing who suppressed us. No wonder our Chun family was suppressed, without any power to fight back.
You were able to handle the Chu family, one of the 4 great families of Yanjing? Young Master Su, you're too amazing.
Oh, it was just a small effort.
Young Master Su, you are truly too modest. I didn't expect you to go so far as to become enemies with the Chu family of Yanjing, to help the Chen family. Ling Shan is eternally grateful.
Considering our relationship, there's no need for such formalities.
Young Master Su is truly a promising young man. Not only is he a senior executive of Wancheng Group, but even the Chu family of the four great families of Yanjing shows him respect. If our Ling Shan could marry young Master Su, oh my, then I would be relieved.
Mother, don't worry. I'll take care of Ling Shan. Even the Chu family of Yanjing won't be able to bully her. As for you, if you like spawning off women, then just focus on doing that. Don't always try to show off. Is useless. Miss Shen, I still want to give you a piece of advice. A man like him who sponges off women and still clings to his ex-wife, better to lose it sooner.
What kind of person is Mr. Lin? Your words don't count. You're not worthy, and you're not qualified to comment on Mr. Lin.
What are you saying? You can't distinguish good from bad. I'm just offering some friendly advice. If you remain stubborn, Empress, you will definitely regret it.
What's it to you?
You...
Forget it, Su Shao. Don't waste time with them. The coronation ceremony is about to begin.
After the coronation ceremony, I'll show you what's what. I'll make you understand what happens to those who offend me.
Lin Shan, you better watch yourself.
Welcome everyone to the Flame King Hall 4, the Flame King Emperor's coronation ceremony. I understand all of your intentions. I gong understand your intentions clearly. Here, I won't waste everyone's time. Please welcome the King Emperor. Nonsense. This is His Majesty the Emperor. He's so young. This person looks so familiar. Like, it seems to be that live-in son-in-law of the Jiangking Chen family.
Impossible. A mere live-in son-in-law. What qualifications does he have to attend His Celestial Majesty's coronation ceremony? This waste is truly stupid. At His Majesty's coronation ceremony causing trouble. Even in death. He wouldn't know.
Serves him right if he dies. If it weren't for this good-for-nothing, our Chun family wouldn't have lost $1 billion order from Wancheng Group.
Lin Chun is really finished this time. Who told him to offend the Emperor?
His Majesty is not an easy person to get along with. Back when the foreign enemies invaded, no one was spared. To offend the heavens like this, today is his death date.
Ling Shan, although you were arrogant before, you still had a bottom line. Now are you determined to seek death? This is His Majesty's coronation ceremony. It's not the Chun family. His Majesty will be arriving soon. You go up now. Besides wanting to cause trouble, what else could he be doing?
I want to go on stage.
Do you know? If you disrupt this nonsense, do something, your delusion of being the Flame Emperor, what will happen?
What will happen?
He is suicidal.
Then I really want to see
Translated
how this
and
flame,
narrated
how he's
by
going to kill me.
Media.
Lin Shan, for the sake of our 3 years of past affection, I'll give you one last piece of advice. If you're determined to die, then it has nothing to do with me.
That good for nothing Ling Shan wants to die. Why waste your time and energy on him? Come back at once.
Miss Chen, please excuse me.
Ling Shan, why do you care what that loser does? He wants to die. Then let him die.
Yes, that loser's death won't make any difference.
It's a good thing Ling Shan and that loser are already divorced. Otherwise, she'd be dragged down by him. If the Emperor gets angry, then there will be corpses everywhere.
You're courting death. Don't blame me.
Damn it. This useless waste. He's seeking his own death and ruining my opportunity.
Here we go. I want to see how this loser dies.
I'd say this loser is just too deep into character. He actually thinks he's the Flame King Emperor. He really doesn't know what's good for him.
Your subordinate Gong Yanking greets the Emperor.
What?
He really is the Emperor.
This loser is actually the Emperor. We're doomed.
What's going on? Ling Shan, he really is the Emperor?
I don't know.
If Lin Shan is the Emperor, then everything he said before must be true. The 10 billion order from Wanshan Group. What? He really is the Emperor. Zhao Tianye of Wanshan Group welcomes the return of the Flame King Emperor.
Rise. The Flame King Hall has been dormant for 3 years, leaving the entire Wagwo business world without a leader, allowing demons to run rampant, but from today onward, this will end. I will restore the Flame King Hall to its former glory.
So you really are the Emperor? Why didn't you say so earlier?
I told you from the beginning. Ling Shan. 3 years of shared hardship. Couldn't earn even a shred of your trust. A stranger. With such a clumsy, such a blatantly flawed lie. And you believed him so readily. You were so willing to believe him.
No.
If it weren't for me, how could the Chen family, a mere third-rate family, rise to the top in 3 years? If it weren't for me, how could the Chen family have gotten the 1 billion order from Wanshan Group? For the past 3 years, I've sacrificed so much for the Chen family. Because of a stranger, posing as a Wanshan Group executive, claiming to know me, a stranger. A few provocative words, and suddenly I'm the one who owes the Chen family. I am indebted to your Chen family.
Lin Chun, the Emperor is magnificent. We are a family, you know. Whatever it is, let's talk about it at home.
Family.
Yes, family. We're family. You're Ling Shan's husband. Naturally, you're also my good son-in-law.
When you were insulting me, did you ever consider that we are family? Fawning over superiors and bullying subordinates, flattering and fawning. When you were oppressing me, did you ever envision this situation?
This.
Hitting a brick wall before repenting.
Please listen to my explanation.
Chen Ling Shan, is there anything else that needs to be said? There's nothing left between us. From now on, I hope you won't bother me again. Su Shao, now. You still dare to claim you're a senior executive at Wanshan Group, and acquainted with me.
It's over. You provoked him repeatedly. Now it's really over.
Chen Lian. Remember the plan you mentioned to me before. Now. You still want to use such insidious tactics to seize control of Kanglin Group, the authority.
No. I wouldn't dare. Yes, I was wrong.
I Lin Chen hereby declare, anyone who dares to harm Miss Shen is disrespecting me, the Flame King Emperor. That is to make an enemy of the entire HUA nation. Miss Shen, for the rest of our lives, walk with me hand in hand.
I do.